The healer lived at the edge of a quiet town, where the last street gave way to open fields and soft wind. Her house was simple, white walls, a wooden bench outside, and a window that was always open, even in winter, as if it trusted the world. People came to her with many things. Some brought pain they could name, a tired body, a restless sleep, a heart that hurt in clear and obvious ways. Others brought something quieter, an unease they could not explain, a heaviness that followed them like a shadow at dusk. The healer never rushed them. She would invite them to sit, sometimes in silence. Sometimes she would pour tea. Sometimes she would simply listen, not only to their words, but to the spaces between them. One day, a man came and said, "I have tried everything. Medicine, advice, travel. Nothing has worked. Can you heal me?" The healer looked at him gently and asked, "What would healing feel like to you?" The man paused. No one had asked him that before. "I don't know," he admitted. "Lighter, maybe, like I could breathe again." The healer nodded and handed him a small, smooth stone. "Carry this with you," she said. "Not because it has power, but because it will remind you to notice when you feel even a little lighter. Healing often begins there." The man frowned, unsure, but he took the stone. Days passed, then weeks. At first, nothing changed. But one morning, standing by his window, he noticed something small. The air felt fresh. Just for a moment, his chest softened. He remembered the stone. Later that day, he laughed at something simple. Then again, a few days later, slowly, almost invisibly, something within him began to shift. Not all at once, not dramatically, but gently, like ice melting in sunlight. Months later, he returned to the healer. "I think it's working," he said. "But I don't understand. The stone is just a stone." The healer smiled. "Yes," she said, "and you are not just your pain." He sat quietly, letting that settle. "People come here asking to be fixed," she continued softly. "But healing is not always about fixing. Sometimes it is about remembering, about noticing what is already alive within you, even if it feels small." The man looked at the stone in his hand, now warm from being held so often. "So the healing came from me?" he asked. "It always does," the healer replied. "I only help you see where to begin." And from that day on, the man walked differently, not because his life had become perfect, but because he had learned to notice the moments that were not broken. And somehow, that changed everything.